Hello and welcome back to another incredible video for the Super Trades Group. First of all, wish you a very happy new year. Wish this year brings all the good news to you and health, wealth and prosperity. So let's begin. Today, I'm going to give you an add-on strategy to the previous lessons we have gone through. That is the moving average with regard to the swing trade. Now, many students ask me, sir, what is swing trade? See, swing trade is generally when you take a trade that lasts from some days, few days to 4 to 8 weeks, whereas positional trade may last several months, and investment, as you all know, can go on for 1 year or more. Clear? So this is with regard to swing trade. With regard to investment, when is the right time to buy? I'll make another video for that. So today we are going to study about a very incredible indicator that has given me a lot of money, that is relative strength index, RSI, relative strength index. Now relative strength index, it is a momentum indicator or a momentum oscillator which tells us the momentum in any particular instrument, equity, commodities or forex. So it's very important that there is a momentum in any particular stock or instrument when we enter, because otherwise when the stock is moving sideways, you'll be stuck for days in a swing trade, and that is not suggested. So RSI helps us filter out trade which are moving sideways and gives us trade which has up or down momentum. All right. So what is RSI? RSI, suppose if I use 14 period RSI, which is the industry standard, 14 period RSI. So it looks back 14 period. If you are using day time frame, then it looks back 14 day. If you are using 1 hour time period, then it will look back 14 hours. All right. So it will look back 14 period to determine what is the strength in the stock with respect to the previous 14 period, and whether the stock is at momentum or not at momentum. But many of the people use RSI in a very wrong way. You see, RSI value, it varies between 0 and 100. All right. Whereas in between RSI, oversold, usually oversold and overbought zone is considered at 70 and 30. 70 and 30. So when an RSI is in the 70 zone, it is considered that the stock has been overbought, and anytime the prices is going to enter into a down momentum. So many people take a shorter trade. But when the RSI is at 30 level, then it is considered as oversold, and many people expect that the stock is going to turn up right now. There will be a change in the direction of the trend and the stock will gain upward momentum. But this is a very wrong way to use RSI, because at times you have seen that RSI goes up 70 and it remains over 70, it goes 80, it goes 90 also sometimes, and it hovers around that for periods of weeks, months at a stretch. And many a time the stock can also go at 30, below 30, 20 or maybe 10, and it remains at that point for a very long period of time. So in that case, this strategy actually give you not the expected result. What I have from my experience in trade and investment from so many years, I found out what has given me consistent return is a very different way of using RSI. But again, I'm telling you, RSI cannot be used alone. We need RSI to find the momentum and confirmation it is going to give us. But we will also not violate the rule that we have learned in the second video. It means if RSI is showing me a upper momentum, but the stock price is below 200-day moving average, 200 DMA or simple moving average on a daily time frame, we will never take that trade, because that could lead to a lot of losses. So let's go into it. So we were talking about TCS. We'll take up many stock later on. So let's consider TCS right now. Now, as we have already seen in the past, let me change the settings to light color theme. Alright, that's fine now. So just for those students who have not seen the previous video, please look at it before you go through this video. Now in the past, in the previous video, I said that this is the 200 daily moving average. This is a daily time frame, not 4 hour, not 2 day, but a daily time frame. This is a daily time frame. All right, this is a 200-day moving average. This is a 200-day moving average. All right, this is a 50-day moving average and or 50 period moving average, and this is a 20 period moving average. All right, now the best time to take the trade when there is certain arrangements followed by the moving average curve. This means the longer period, that we call it a slower moving average, should be at the lowest point. I mean should be below the medium, that is 50 period moving average, and 20 period moving average should be on top. So the arrangement will be like 20 on top of 50 and then 200 below. So 20 top, 50 and 200, big, medium and small. Keep that in mind, then only we will tweak the trade. And if you do not follow the rule, then you can never make money in the stock market. Sometimes it is very enticing to listen to the news. They have said, okay, buy this stock, buy that stock. Trust me, if it was so easy to listen to the news channel and make money, then everybody would have ended up becoming a billionaire. All right. So let me put in relative strength index. So I am going to click over here. All right. Then I will select RSI, relative strength index. Just come here. Let me change the setting. Now you see here, this is the 70 zone, the top line, and this is the, 30 zone. But you can see here, the price moves over 70 and it remains over 70 from 13th August till 8th of September. All right. So we should not take that blind. This is a very misuse of RSI, you can say, to your own disadvantage. So let me change the setting of the RSI, and you see what wonderful consistent return it will give you. Let me change. We don't need the where is it gone? RSI based EMA we don't want. Let me change the size of the RSI field. All right, then let me change the upper band to 60. I'm changing the upper band to 60, removing the middle band of 50, and lower band I'm changing to 40. So 60 and 40 I have taken. So I'll just press OK here. So now what has happened, you see this line here, the lower part, it shows 40. You see on my right hand side, it will give you the value of the RSI over here. You see when I place this cursor here, it is exactly 40 and this is 60. Now what we got to do here follow the rule that I've told you, that you have to have the price above all the three moving averages, and the moving averages should line up in the order of 250 and 20, and then we'll take the trade. All right. So on a daily time frame, swing trade should always be entered into on a daily time frame. At least analysis should be done. Entry, how to enter, we'll go for a sniper entry, we'll see later on. Now you see here, let's go back here. Remember, when the price is moving up and down, the 200 period moving average, it is considered as sideways. We should avoid that period. Now you see here the stock, let's take this point, any point you take it. All right. You see here, it will help you from avoiding a false entry level. All right. You see here, it goes above 60, all right, and the price is moving in this zone. But the problem is the arrangement of the curve is not right. You see, arrangement is not right. The arrangement will help you filter out the false entry points. So you see why arrangement is not right. We have 200 period moving up and then the lower ones down. So this is not an ideal point. Here also RSI is going above 60, but what is the problem? You see 20 is at the lower zone. We will not enter this trade. We will not enter this trade. Here also sometimes you see it seems like it's going above 60, but again the problem is here we have 50 above 20 period, so we will not enter that. Now let's come to this zone. Now you see the arrangement here. You see first again we have 200 period in between it, so I will not enter. All right, so I will search for a point. Now you see here at this point what happens here, let me zoom it out further for you. At this point the price seems to be moving above 60 point. You see above 60 it moves. Now see the arrangement of the moving averages. At this point we have 200 at the low zone, we have 50 here, and then we have 20. Arrangement is fine, this is fine. Entry is given by RSI. We will take the trade here. Once we take the trade here, we are entering at 2294, and when we will exit? You can continue to hold till the time the RSI, either the price closes below the 20 period moving average, you can choose according to your convenience, both are correct, I apply both logic, or the RSI goes below the 60 level. So you see here you make an entry here at 2290, and then you will continue from here to here. You see RSI is up, and here it goes down. But the problem is if you exit here, you have not got much of a profit. In fact, you can break even. So I will not exit. I will continue to hold. And if you want to exit, you can exit also without a loss. See, perfect 100% perfect trade, you will not get it in the stock market. But even if you get 80% or 70% perfect trade, you will end up a winner. This strategy has given me more than 90% of a perfect trade. All right, and you can do the back testing yourself. Now here you see, if I would have continued to hold, you see here again what is happening at this point. You see RSI is moving above the 60 zone. All right, see the alignment is absolutely fine. We have 200 period, we have 50 period, and we have 20 period offset alignment. I will enter at this point. So we enter at 2522, and you see we can continue to hold it till this point, when RSI is again touching back this one. And if you want to hold it further, you can hold it further as well. But what is the profit? Let's see. From here we are exiting at what point? At this particular point. So we are getting 7% return. But over a period of how many days? Over a period of 19 days. Not a very incredible trade, but 7% return is also, when you compound it, it will be huge. But you will get many a time when you apply the rule, you may end up getting 20% return as well. But you have to just follow the rule. Then let's again go ahead. You see here RSI is down. It's not going above 60. It's so becomes so easy to filter out. Now you see here down, it has gone up here. You can see RSI is going up here above 60. I will enter the trade here, and now see the beauty of it. So you enter at this point, that is your 2790, and you can continue to hold till the time the price closes below the 20. If suppose the RSI goes below 60, but the price is still up over the 2 or 20 period moving average, and you're not getting good return, you can continue to hold. So you see here, you see the price is going below the 60 period, but the price here, the candle is still above the 20 period moving average. I can continue to hold. So I can continue to hold, and here you see price goes below 20 period moving average, and the price also falls, RSI also falls below 60 mark. So I will exit my trade here, 3118. So where I have entered at this point, where I've exited at this point. Now let's figure out the return here. So I've entered at this point 2799, I've exited at this point, so I've got 11% return now. 11% return over a period of, let's check it out, 11% return over a period of from this point to 1st January till 29th January. 11% return in a month it got. Then again, you see, I will avoid the trade, avoid the trade, avoid the trade, avoid the trade. You see, RSI is going above 60 here. But you see the alignment is here. Is the alignment right? You see, 50 period moving average is above the 20 period. Alignment is not right. 20 should be above 50. So I will not take that trade here. Alright, so I will avoid that trade. Avoid that trade, avoid it. Now it's going down, avoid it, avoid it. Even if the RSI gives you the signal, both confirmation has to be there. Here RSI seems to be touching, but again alignment is wrong. Then again you see RSI is giving, now here I'll not enter because do not break the rule, but crossover happens, so you can take an entry here if the crossover is happening. But even if you want to avoid this trade, you can avoid this trade, avoid this trade, avoid this trade. Here also you can avoid this trade. Now you see here I've got the confirmation here because way above 60 it is the RSI, and you see now at this point what is happening, the 50 period is above the 20 period is above the 50 period, and both are above the 200 period. I will enter into this zone. So I will enter 3576 and continue to hold it. Can you continue to hold it till what? So I will, let me mark it here. I will enter at this point, alright, 3522, and continue to hold it till what point? Continue to hold it till the time RSI doesn't go down below or the price doesn't fall below the 20. So I've got a return of around 9%. Not a problem. 9% again you got. So this way you can continuously take a trade. Now the thing is, you can say that hindsight it is easier to figure out because you can see the price up here. But what if you cannot see the price up? I mean price movement. So let's take a situation. Let's take another stock. Let's take Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital, another very good stock. So now let's apply this rule here. All right, let me begin from, let's say, all right, beginning from any point here. So let's say begin from here, 31st May 2009, or we can begin from further away as well. So let's begin from here. All right, so I'll put a mark here and we will go for a bar replay. It means now what has happened is that the price will not be visible to you. You can remember a little bit of how the price moved, but you will not be able to figure out what has happened later on. So let me go with the bar replay. So you see price is moving. I will not take the trade, because RSI we have to keep looking at. Do not violate the rule. So RSI you see is going up here 60. See the alignment here is obviously fine. Alright, so we can enter the trade over here. If we enter the trade over here, let's see 1251. Alright, 1251. Let me mark a point here. We've entered the trade over here. Let's continue. Price goes down, no problem. If it is a good stock, it will go up. That's why do not deal in any stock that doesn't give you any return. Now why I have not exited? Because remember, 200 period moving average is my guiding angel. Till the price remains above 200 period moving average on a daily time frame, it means the stock is in uptrend. So I can continue to hold. Now you see here RSI is going below 60. So I will exit at this point. So from here I've exited here. So what is the rate here of return from here to here? That is around 7%. Around 7% over how long the duration? Around 7% over a duration of entire December and around 20 days of, it means 50 days period, 7% return you've got. No problem. You will always get another chance. If you are not patient, you will never make money. And this is just one stock. Later on I'll tell you how to scan the stocks also when you are taking any trade, so it becomes easier. The scanner, you see it is rising above 20, alignment is absolutely correct, but the RSI is not above 60. I will not enter the trade. I will continue. See, RSI suddenly came down. You see. Now you see here how the price is taking a support at the 200-day moving average. As I've told you, 200-day moving average, it acts as a very good support and resistance. The price may go below that. There is nothing certain in the stock market, but if you follow rule, you can make money. And always deal in good stock. So even if the price goes down, you don't have to worry, because the price eventually will go up. So here, now you see here, alignment is absolutely fine, but RSI is not permitting me. Keep a tab, keep a look at both the price and also the RSI. Still the price is, I'll not get motivated to enter. So now the crossover happens here. Then you'll say, sir, now we can enter here. Again, one caution, remember this thing. This is something that is known as rubber band effect, alright, in the stock. And 200-day moving average or any other moving average, largely 200-day moving average, works as an elastic band. It means if the price goes too far away from the 200-day moving average, the 200-day moving average will pull the price down towards it, and then it will propel the price if the stock is in momentum. So when the price is too far away from the 200-day moving average, and even when all the conditions are met, you should not enter, because you see the difference here, the 200-day moving average is here, but the price is over here. So there is a lot of risk in taking this stock. So I will not enter into this trade. Let it come down closer to the 200-day moving average and then fulfill my criteria. I can enter at this point because it is not as far away. You see here and here the distances was quite big, but here and here distance is less. And 200-day moving average, the RSI is also touching the 60 zone. So if I enter here, let me mark the point here. If I enter at this zone, alright, let's see. Doesn't matter, let the price come down. If it's a good stock, it will go up. You see, the price is not visible to me, but I am riding on my rule. You see, the price went up. If I was holding, the price is above, the RSI is above 60 zone. When it touches the 60 zone, I will exit here, because you see the price is exiting. The price is falling down here. So I've entered at this point and I've exited at this point. Let me measure from here to this point. I've made 7% return from July, August and mid of September, 2.5 months. No problem at all. Don't try to get rich quickly. You will lose all your money. So I will continue now. I will again get a chance, maybe in the same stock or other good stock. I'll take another stock as well. So the price is up, but confirmation has to be given by the RSI. You see, RSI. Okay. Now the confirmation is given. You see, almost you can see here the 220 period and 50 period is touching. All right. Clear. Let me zoom it further. You see, So you can consider it to be an entry zone when they are very close by 20 and 50 period. So if I enter this zone here, this you will get this gut feeling once you go through many charts. I will enter the trade here. Okay, I will continue to hold it, no problem, because still the price is above 200-day moving average. If it's a good stock, it will end up giving me profit. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. You see what has happened. You see what has happened. You see what has happened. Now, you see, if you want to exit, you can exit because the price is almost, the RSI is almost touching the 60. If you want to lock your profit, you can lock your profit. So from here, if I enter and I'm exiting over here, so I'm getting around 12% return from how long period? October, November, December, January, 4 months. Alright. Alright, but if you don't want to exit, let's see what happens if you continue to hold, because the RSI is still above the 60. So if you continue to hold and you see now you'll exit, you'll get little more profit, but no problem. Even if you had exited, no problem at all. Now I will not take the trade here even if the price goes above, RSI goes above 60 and the price goes above the 20 moving average. Why? Because it is very far away from the 200-day moving average. It will act as a magnet and pull the price down towards it. So I will wait for the price to come back closer to the now. See, you see, it has happened. Right? I am not seeing the stock. Right? The price was not visible to me. So you see, now I will not enter even when RSI goes above 60, because now the stock has entered momentarily downtrend. So I will wait. So still I'll not enter because the alignment is not correct. Even if the RSI is above 60, alignment is not correct. You see 200 here, 20 here and 50 here. I'll not enter. Still alignment is not, I will not break the rule. Let it go. I have to have an alignment wherein 200 period is at the bottom. If you break the rule, you'll never make money in the stock market. Now the alignment is correct. Alright, alignment is correct. Let the price go above 20 period. We will enter the trade if the RSI is above 60. Okay, I can enter the trade now. Let's enter the trade here, and don't be afraid if it's a good stock, even if the price comes down, because nobody can predict the behavior of the stock market. But if it's a good stock, it will eventually go up. Alright, so I will continue to hold that stock. Now you see the return. If you take 10 trade, out of 10 trade, 4 or 5 trades will give you incredible return. Now I will exit here, because why? The RSI is moving below the 60 zone. So I have entered here, and you see the short time period what return I have got here. I have entered at this point. Alright, here the price went up and I have exited here. I have got 16% return from 17 September to 22nd October. It means 17% return, 16.5% return in a period of around 1 month, some days. Alright, so I will again hold it. Alright, again you see now the price went up, but the RSI did not permit me. Now here RSI is permitting me, but the thing is, again the problem is it's too far away from the 200-day moving average, so there is a little risk in entry. Right, the price may go up, no problem, but I will wait for the price to come down closer to 200 and then go up, bounce up from there. Now you see, I will wait, I will not enter. I will not enter. Do not break the rule. If you break the rule, nobody can save you. It's too much of enticing when you see momentum. But again, problem, see, rule is broken. You cannot break the rule. Now here, you see cut is happening, but the price is too far away from the 200-day moving average. I will not enter. Alright, let the price come down. So it has ended. Let's take one more stock. Let's take SCL Tech, and you need to try it yourself as well. So without looking at the stock, let's go to a back date and apply the logic. Okay, let's go for it. Now you see here, not very far away, moderate distance, the RSI is above 60, the alignment of the moving average is absolutely fine. I will enter at this point. When I enter at this point, let me mark the point of my entry. At this point I have entered here. Let's continue. Will not exit if it's not giving you a profit, no problem. So hold it till the RSI is above the 60 or the price is above the 20 moving average. Now I will exit at this point. I will exit. At what point I have entered? I had entered at this point, at this particular point. So let me measure here. From here I have exited over here. So 14% return from July is almost over, 27 July. So August, September and mid of October, that is 2.5 months, you got 14% return. Now this is a 14% return. What dear bank gives you 5%, 5.5% in a year. You are making 14% or even 2% in 2 months. That boils down to how much? 5% every month. That is 60% CAGR you're getting. Alright. So let me continue. And let's see the price move up again. RSI move up again. No. See, the price is moving up, but the RSI is not showing me the momentum. I will not enter. I know this video is becoming bigger because the thing is, if I make it shorter, I'll not be able to give you a correct analysis. So you see here again, these curves are touching one another and it seems they are cutting one, and RSI is above 50. I can enter. It's not too far away from the moving average. If I enter here, let me mark the zone of my entry. The candle has closed over here. I have taken the entry here, and let's say what happens. So RSI is above, I'll not exit. RSI comes down below, even if it's 200 period moving average up. If you want to hold, you can easily hold. Why? Because the alignment is correct. If this profit is not sufficient for you, you can hold, but I would say why? Because if I measure the profit from this point to that point, if you don't break the rule and exit, here I had entered, so I exit here. So that is 35% return, 35% return. So you have August half, September, October, November, December, and then January half. So you have around 5.5, 6 months, you're getting 35-40% return. So exit. Why to continue holding it? And if it's your investment, you hold, please. No problem at all. For that I'll come with another logic, another video. So again, I can continue to hold. Last one I'm showing you again. Because if the problem is things are available not in the hindsight, then it becomes difficult to take the trade. But once you practice like this, now you see alignment is fine or not. Tell me, it's not, price is not too far away from the 200-day moving average. You see 50, if we have 20 here and 50 here, and so we'll enter here. Let me mark the zone. This will be the last one we'll take. I will enter the zone here. I shall enter into this zone. What is the price? Whatever with the price I have marked it to, that is 1035. I will continue to hold it now. Price comes down, no problem, no problem. Sometimes the price may come down, but if it's a good stock, it will go up. If you take the entry right, sometimes you will get stuck, but it may end up giving you a higher return. You see here. Now you can continue to hold till the time RSI is above. Now you exit here. So you will exit at this point because RSI has gone down. So I had made the entry over here and I have exited over here. So how many days, how many you have? You have 169 days. That is in 169 days you have made a return of how many? 22%. Slowly and little by little you can build up your capital. I hope this is clear to you. So please revise everything that I have been telling you. Otherwise you'll never learn. You have to go through many charts. And also remember, many students ask me, sir, why not this stock? Why not that stock? Do not listen to these news. Remember, always go for big stock. One thing you must know, one thing, and that is that many stock students tell me, sir, this stock price is 3,000 rupees. With the money I can buy only 2 stocks. So we'll say, buy it. No problem. Buy 2. Because if suppose you have 6,000 rupees and you can buy 2 stocks, and if the price increases by 10%, then what will happen? How much your return will be? Your return will be 1,200. And if you buy a 300 rupees stock, and if the price moves by 10%, the same return it will be, even though you would have ended up purchasing 200 shares. I mean, not 2 shares, but 20 shares. 20 shares. So 20 shares if you purchase, again it will be 6,000. If the price moves by 10%, and still you will make the same amount of money. But the thing is, the chances of you not losing your money is very high. Very high in a good stock. You will not lose money in a good stock, which is a large cap stock. Because remember one thing, the price is high, people have taken it high, it means the company is absolutely doing fine. But if you buy any Tom, Dick and Harry share, 100 rupees share, 200 rupees share, and the company don't know about anything, then there is a problem. These are very high risk stock. Do not go with it. Go with, if you want to know which are the stock, you simply look at Nifty large cap stock. Except large cap, do not trade or neither invest. Investment in large cap only or mid cap you can say, but if you are trading, try to trade in the large cap or at least mid cap. Small cap you avoid, because it can give you return, but if it goes down, it will remain down for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not for 1 or 2 months as we have seen in good stocks. Alright, so on this note, bye bye. I'll come up with another video which will again be add on. You can further refine your entry level and everything in the next lesson. So every week I'll try to come up with 1 or 2 lessons so that you get enough time to go through the charts and revise the charts. Alright, bye bye, take care, have a nice time.